going to try and marry up Photoshop with the Wacom first of all, just program it so that everything works together. So if I go into Photoshop, Edit, Keyboard Shortcuts, bring that up for me. I'm also going to go into my Wacom Desktop Center. We'll just go into our functions up here. We'll start with the with this button just here. That's going to be my specials there. Make sure I'm in the right one. Photoshop 2020, application defined. Go to on-screen controls, specials. I'm going to set that as. So this button here, go to on-screen controls, and I'm going to go to specials. That's going to give me a specials. Now go into on-screen controls on that, go into my specials. This is already set to my liking, but we'll show you how we do it. We'll go into last filter, as a keyboard keystroke. There you can see it's Control Command F is what I've gone for my last filter. So if I go into here into filters, filter, last filter, and there it is, Control Command and F. So that's already set. So let's just have a look at some other ones here. Gaussian blur, keyboard keystroke. My Gaussian blur is Option Command Q. So if I go up into Photoshop, make sure that Option Command Q is there for my Gaussian blur, which is under filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and there you can see it's Option Command Q. So that's all set there. Next one down in my list is apply image. Just have a look what I've got that set to. Apply image, I've got to Command Shift Control Y. So pop back over here into image, go down to apply image. If you're struggling to find out where these are, if you go into your help and put apply image there, that'll just bring it up and tell you where it is. So I can see it's in the image menu and down just over halfway down the list. So if I go into the image and then just come just halfway down the list, there we go, apply image, Option Shift Command and Y. So that's okay, that's set to where I want it to be. And let's have a look. Invert, that's an important one for me. Invert, keyboard keystroke is Command I. So I'm pretty sure there'll be a quick a keyboard shortcut already set for that, but let's just have a look. Invert, Command I, you can see it there, Command I just set up there already. So that one's set. I'm pretty sure Levels already has a shortcut. Adjustment Levels, Command L. I think these ones are already going to be there. Saturation, Lookup Filters, Photo Filters, they're all going to be there. So let's have a look at the next ones. So this third one down here, I've got it as the Option key. It's a modifier, so it's the Option key. So if I'm doing things like a stamp tool, it's my target. If I'm using brush, I can turn it into a colour picker. So it's basically it's just set there to the Option key. And then my bottom one, keystroke, that's set to return. So that's the bottom half. Let's go up to the top set now. Brushes, if I press this top one, you can see brushes here. We've got my brush, my stamp, paint bucket tool. There was one thing just on the healing brush. Let's just, on the healing brush, that comes up with the hand. So I'm guessing that let's just take a look at it. So brushes, if I go to on-screen control, go down to brushes, healing brush, I've got the keystroke set as an H for healing brush, but I've got that down here as hand. Now I don't use the hand very much at all, so let's go to my healing brush. And that's actually set to J. So I've got two options here. I can switch either my Photoshop quick key to H, or I can switch my keystroke on here to J. So we'll just do that. Just this is on the, so we'll just clear that, switch that to J. Healing brush is now set on J. Set that to OK. Now as I come in here and go to my brushes, my healing brush is now set where I want it to be. So that's good. Let's just run through the rest of the things. Patch tool, that's set to pen. So let's have a look where my patch tool is. You see, that's what I've done. I wanted the patch tool and the healing brush on two separate things. So if I keep the patch tool on J, if I now change my healing brush to H, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go into brushes, which will be under application menu, tools. We'll go into tools, go to healing brush. I'm going to change that back to H because I don't use that hand anyway, so we'll just change that back to H and go up here, change my healing brush, my keystroke from J back to H. If you press delete, by the way, you're going to get a delete thing, so you need to press clear, not delete. So now if I go to my brushes, if I go to healing brush, that's going to give me a healing brush, and if I go to patch tool, I need to set my patch tool over here to J. I'm guessing that's going to be set to a P. Let's see what else I've got. Colour picker. So let's set my patch tool over here to J. Clear, press J, and that should give me my patch tool. There it is. So that's my first setup. I've got all those all nicely set up there. Paint bucket, all set. Let's go next down the list. New layer, that's okay. Duplicate layer, that's okay. Duplicate everything, that's okay. Blend options. Blend options does nothing, so let's have a look. Layer style blend options. Oh, let's get rid of that, then I can see. Layer style blending options, and there you see that hasn't got a quick key assigned to it, so I'll see what I already have assigned over here. I've called this one layers, so on screen control, layers, blend options. The keystroke I've given it is Command Shift Option O. Command Shift Option O. So if I go back into here, blending options, keyboard shortcuts, go back to application menus, layers, blending options, and just check that again. That is Command Shift Control O. So we'll add a shortcut, Command Shift, is it Control or Option? Option. Command Option Shift O. Okay. So if I now go into here, that should bring up my blend options, and there they are. So that, it gives me a layer style really. So let's have a look what else we've got. Invert, inverts it, which is good. Merge down, merges down. Merge layers, and layer mask. So I need to add a new layer mask. Layer mask. There we go. Layer mask. So layers, layer mask. From transparency. So I need a new layer mask from transparency is what I need to do. So over here I've got it set Command Option Shift R. Command Option Shift R. So if I go back in to my keyboard shortcuts, we're going to do a new layer mask. So let's just find where we were again. Layer mask. So it's just below layer options. Down the list a little bit. Layer mask from transparency. Command Option Shift R. It's telling me that that is already in use, and when we move from 3D, render 3D layer. See, I never render a 3D layer, so I'm happy with that. That just gives me a layer mask. There it is, perfect. So let's have a little look down the line. Selections, just lasso tools and things, they're already all set up there. Files, save as, just a quick key to get to your saves and save as. So let's jump on over. That's all my express keys. Let's jump on to my dial now, the touch ring. The little button's going to toggle us through. So the first one in this corner, you can see there's a little light set up in this corner. That first one, that is toggling through the layers at the minute. We don't want that, we want to be able to use that. Oh, there we go. Yep, there we go. So in that top row corner, that's a zoom in and out. If I press once to knock that over, that should be brush size, zooms in and out. Now I want to be able to press again and go to zoom in and out. That's actually doing brush size. So that's the one we need to change there. So that's this one here. We'll go to zoom. That's doing brush size. That's zooming in and out. That's doing brush size. So finally, let's move on to the pen. So the pen itself is just your own, however you feel, your own sensitivity for it. So I'm going to use my back button here it's set here to right click. I'm gonna do it as a keystroke, and I'm gonna go, let's just find out what undo is. Well, I know where it is. So that's quite interesting. I didn't have the back function available. So what you have to do is go into edit your quick keys, keyboard shortcuts, and use legacy undo shortcuts, and that'll bring back the step backward feature, which just wasn't there before at all, which is strange. So back up into here, set my my pen into keystroke, keyboard, and now I've got my command option Z, which gives me my my step backward. I think they've replaced it with something. I'm not sure what it was, but I'm kind of stuck in my ways, so I'm going to go on the step back. So if I use a brush here, nice big black brush, and there you can see I'm nicely stepping backwards. So that's setting up some keyboard shortcuts on Photoshop. Tying them in with your Wacom and your pen makes the workflow much easier. Hope you enjoyed it. Click subscribe for some more tutorials, and let's get back to taking some dog pictures.